Sounds good. Hello, how is everyone doing?
Good.
Good, thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so Tina, character is really multi-layered. So besides the story of her just being grief-stricken, she's also a woman in the workplace who is very proud of her heritage, and she kind of has to navigate, through some biases. So how important is it for you to continue to tell these stories about Polynesian people and keep them in the forefront and highlighted on the big screen?
It's super important. It's who we are. It's what we've experienced. It's the things that we've gone through, and we're storytellers. So there's nothing like using what you know, what your experiences, your culture to tell those stories. It's important that I continue to tell those stories. I think, yeah, every single piece of work that I've done has had cultural Pacific themes in them. And so I think it was natural that the first feature film that I did also had strong elements of being someone, of living in New Zealand, of showcasing some of the experiences that we go through living in New Zealand, but also showing that 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 we can go forward together is really the themes of this movie. It's about cultural acceptance and living together and as a community and singing together in one voice.
Yes, the movie definitely displays such a sense of community and pride in the Polynesian culture as well, and it's really remarkable to see. So my next question is for you, Beulah. In the film, quite a bit of time passes, and we still see um, the grief going on within the family. But for me, your character kind of anchors Maripada. And do you feel like your character is kind of serving as a reminder for people, especially in families, to not give up on one another even in their darkest times?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You said exactly what I think Mickey wrote it for as well, and also that grief can hide itself very well. Usually the person or the individual with the biggest smile and the loudest voice in the room is sometimes the person who's struggling the most deep down inside. And grief can also look the complete opposite of that as well. Someone could just be locked away in a room and not want to talk to anybody. So I guess the message and there and for the story, his character is to help push exactly what you're saying, Marita's story forward and anchor her and bring her
Mhm.
back to the reality of what is happening in life because she's moving forward with the choir at the moment, and then good old life kind of kicks you on the butt sometimes and gives you a reality check.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Definitely. So that's a testament to the overall writing and production for sure, because it was definitely easy to follow. Okay, my next question is for you, Antonia. So the music in this film is really beautiful and cultured. Music sometimes has a way of healing people and bringing people together as well. So when you first received this script, and you also got to partake in these roles, what was it like for you to approach the musical scenes?
Oh, just incredible. I feel like it's really rare when you can combine multiple facets of what you enjoy or what you're talented at. Often it's playing a character who's got this one thing or who's got this other one thing. But putting the acting and the singing together for me was so full circle because I started off in musical theatre and singing was actually what got me into acting in the first place. And so it just felt really beautiful not only to even just be able to sing, but to sing songs that are really meaningful to me and also really meaningful to Samoan culture. And there's a song in Zulu and all these
Mhm.
old hymns that just felt like, I guess to use a Maori word, they had real mana and whakapapa to them. And it just, yeah, they weren't sort of just pop songs. It was like these songs
Right,
transcend.
right. The music is definitely beautiful, and it goes right into the overall plot and storyline of healing and a sense of community. So it's definitely well done. Okay, my last question is for you, Miss Moretta. Your portrayal of this strong, resilient, yet vulnerable vulnerable woman is just remarkable. What are some things that you hope audiences will take away from this film?
To, you know, to hold on, and that people in your family and in your close circles are really important, and that it's important to check on each other. And I say this also because of
Mhm.
Sio and Marita's storyline, as B just touched on it before. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. I'm never one to sort of need to kind of dictate how an audience or, you know, need to feel about a performance or a bit of work. You know,
Mhm.
what you come with, or what you translate, or what resonates, or what you take from it for that specific moment in life that belongs to you. I think there's also that beautiful part as well, when I think Marita takes the choir to the church, and the first thing that she says, I from memory, correct me, Nikki, if I'm wrong, but she says, "This is a song, and I hope that it's something that will either, you know, brighten up your day, or you need it at this time in your life."
Yes.
Paraphrasing, of course. But that's kind of like an overall thing, you know what I mean? That sort of seeps throughout the film. So yeah, I mean, and we're loving the response as well, whatever it is that people need. And I think, especially for now, it's a real cathartic moment that people are having, because this film is allowing them the room to let go, and allowing them the room to sort of like really embrace each other, look at each other, and have actual real presence with each other, you know. So it's more powerful.
So very well said. This music really showcases and brings back the sense that there's community, and people need to understand the power of having support and the power of healing in music. And I think it will resonate definitely across the board with so many people. And I will say the one thing that really stuck out and kind of, made me feel like this film is just going to touch so many people, whether you've lost a child last week or 20 years ago. The overall theme is you will still always remain a mother. And it's just beautiful, and it's well done. It's also pretty funny at times, but it touches those and pulls at those heartstrings. And thank you so much for speaking with me today.
You're
Thank you
awesome.
so
Much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Are all in